London is a city where people from all over the world has came and settled, and every day there is someone from somewhere coming here to start a new journey for themselves and giving something new to this city as well. No matter where you are from, London can give you a feeling of home in some senses. In all these several cultures, there is a really exciting and attractive culture of Middle East, and it's attracting a lot of youngsters by giving them a habit of smoking shisha.
I'm in Edgware Road, and if London can be called a place for everyone, Edgware Road can be called a place for shisha lovers. This is the most iconic place to see Middle East culture and its rituals. There are many shops here selling different varieties of shisha. Shops like these are packed with people smoking shisha.
Every night, shisha cafes and restaurants, especially in Edgware Road, are packed with people after work or to enjoy and relax their evening. To ask more about the culture of shisha, we have talked to Rubar, a young businessman who owns 2 shisha cafes in London.
Can you tell us a bit more about the culture, the importance of shisha in your culture?
A lot of people, they meet up in shisha cafes with their friends instead of going out to, for example, bars and clubs and stuff like that. And it helps those that don't drink as well, because it's another social environment to get into. And it's a very sociable thing to do. So a lot of young generations, they like to meet up in a shisha cafe and talk about how their week has gone. And even in family households, a lot of family households, they sit down with their parents and they smoke shisha with their parents whenever they're chilling at home.
Who is your targeted people, like not just you, like people in general in shisha places? Who are the kind of people who comes and have shisha?
In general, it's mainly more from 18, 19-year-olds all the way up to, I would say, about 32, 33, that kind of age group. However, that doesn't limit it. There is a lot of people that are well over 32 and 35 and 40 and 50. And we also get youngsters that are 16, 17, 15. They try to go into the shisha cafes, however, they're not allowed because they're under 18. So we refuse entry, yes.
To see how to make best shisha that becomes a sort of addiction afterwards, I convinced Aman, who works at Pasha Nights, to show me his cafe from inside and how to make shisha.
You just put it like that. You make a 4 part in here. Couple of there, and you put some there. Just 1 more grape, yeah? Okay, cover it. Just to cover it. Yeah. First time you need to start from round. Because the chuckle don't move. If you don't start from there, the chuckle move. You put the chuckle on. That's how you put it. How you take it for customer, put chuckle on. You wanna see how it's working? Yeah?
Let's go.
Let's go. Well, first round for double foil, you need to put the 5 chuckle on. But for second round, and you just need a 4 chuckle on.
There are thousands of shisha cafes in London only. Local council have restricted and given some foundation to owners, like the place has to be 50% open to air if people are smoking shisha in there. And no children under 18 should be allowed to work or smoke shisha in the place.
As you can see, we're sitting under an open roof where you're likely to feel really cold. You're likely to have splatters of rain onto you. And I think that the council have put a very, very big, they've tried to impose a lot of strictness on shisha smoking in general. In my opinion, is because a lot of people have started going less to bars and clubs nowadays because there's more shisha cafes, there's more demand for it. And the government is making less money from the tax on alcohol because of the amount of people that are going to smoke shisha instead of going out to drinking. So I think that's one of the ways where it's affecting the government. However, I'm sure that there's a way that they can litigate that circumstance and help shisha cafes instead of trying to force them to close down and forcing people to go to bars and clubs, because it's not everybody's cup of tea.
But it's a little bit, you need time to do it.
While working on the story and looking at people smoking shisha, I never wanted to do it. But Aman and his owner convinced me to try some drags.
Oh, but now the smoke is coming out really good. Having a sip of this tea and smoking shisha does look good, but it's not good to our health. because it affects our body the same way as a cigarette does. Ashish Kumar, University of West London, Edgware Road.